Is AI art allowed on Etsy? Are people allowed to generate their art using an AI tool such as ChatGPT and put it for sale on Etsy? Yes and no. Let's discuss. All right, so I want to break down different policies that Etsy has laid out regarding AI art and AI generated stuff, just so you know if you are thinking about implementing this in your shop or selling this stuff, you know kind of what's allowed and what's not allowed, because the worst thing is doing something that's against Etsy's policies and getting your shop shut down, and none of us want that. So the main overarching thing that people want to know is, can I use AI to generate art and then sell it on Etsy? So as of now, the policy is you can use AI to generate art and then sell it on Etsy, because the art that it generates is all coming from the prompts that you're putting into the AI tool. There's a bunch of AI tools out there now, and there's going to be more to come in the future. But the whatever you put in is going to generate art or generate an image. So it's not ever usually going to be the exact same. Even if you're using the same prompt, it usually doesn't generate the exact same thing ever. So the pieces are going to be original, and the more thorough, the more specific, and the better you get with your prompts, the better the art is going to be, and the more different the art is going to be. So the prompts are like your brush. Those are like your brush strokes that the AI is going to use to generate your thing. So really, since AI is it's a language tool, the better your language is, the better the outcome is going to be. So really, the magic comes with how you're explaining things and how you're describing things, and actually how you're asking for things inside the AI tool. And that's what a lot of people are kind of trying to get their head around right now. And a lot of people really aren't good at asking for things in the appropriate way. So the results that they're getting inside of AI are not as good. Now, if you know how to arrange your ask or your prompts in a way that's really ideal for AI, that's where you're going to start to get really amazing stuff. Not only with AI art, but just things that you need in general, whether it be emails, written responses, ebooks, blog posts, all these different things we have at our fingertips now that AI can create in seconds. But it's not apples to apples, right? Because everyone is different in how they ask for things, and some people are just not specific enough. So that's kind of like a side note to this whole AI thing, and that's where people are kind of lacking with how they're actually using the tool. But you can use it to generate art, because again, most people are asking for things in different ways. Even if you're asking in the same way, it's not really going to create the same thing. I've used the same exact prompt to create the same exact image, or to try and create the same exact image, and it never creates the same image twice, based on the things that I've tried. So the main thing about the main kind of takeaway is you can't do it, but you have to disclose it. So if you are using AI to generate your art, you have to disclose it inside the description to be, quote unquote, within Etsy's policies. So you just have to let people know. So be careful, make sure you're doing that. And really, the kind of the main things that you're going to use AI for are to enhance current art, which you can do. So if you have current art and you want it enhanced, you want it widened, you want it expanded, you want it kind of change certain elements of it, you can do that. You can upload it and ask AI to change certain aspects of it. You can do that in Photoshop. There's a lot of places, a lot of tools now that you've used that actually have AI inside them. And then the other aspect is just to make new art. And that's where you're basically just going to use a prompt and create a new specific art piece. So those are really the two use scenarios that I see. I'm sure you can use it to combine art and do mashups and stuff like that. But those are the two main ones. Now, the two things that you cannot do when it comes to AI are, one, you can't, Etsy does not allow you to sell the AI prompt bundles. So you cannot sell the prompt bundle without the finished art piece. That's a no-go. So in case you don't know what a prompt is, again, it is the instruction that you give to AI. So it's like act as an artist. Please make an abstract art piece that is blue and gold and whatever else you want to say. So that would be kind of a prompt that you would give it. So you're not allowed just to sell prompt bundles. I'm sure it's because Etsy doesn't want people going out there using the same prompt, generating similar art pieces or the same art pieces, even though, like I said, it's AI usually doesn't generate the same thing, but it may be similar, and they don't want that because it's not really, if you're using a prompt to generate the art and everyone's using the same prompt, then that kind of takes the special sauce out of it. So there's nothing going to be original coming from you. And that's Etsy's biggest thing is they want you to you have to have some hand in either making or creating the thing. And that would basically take your hand out of making or creating the thing, just using a prompt that you bought from someone else. So that's why they don't want you to sell prompt bundles. So that's really kind of the main thing. And that's a no-go. The other thing that's a no-go is basically using AI to create nudity and sensitive content. Any AI generated content basically depicting nudity or sexual themes needs to follow Etsy's prohibited item policy. So regardless of it being AI generated or not, Etsy doesn't allow nudity or sexual content on the platform. They do make exceptions if it's like in, if it's in like a professional way, if it's an art piece that's clearly not sexually explicit or something like that. But it is, they are very cautious about it. So I'd be really kind of steer clear unless you're confident of what you're doing is within their policies. Because again, they take it very seriously. So that's a really easy way to get your shop shut down. But yeah, that is where they're at right now with AI and allowing people to use it to generate art and to generate things that they're selling. So just be careful. Make sure you're doing it within their policies because a lot of people just don't know. And then they roll stuff out or they start selling stuff and then they start getting their listings suspended or they get their shop shut down. That's kind of a big no-no. So that's where we're at right now. I just want to let you guys know so they're all on the same page. And in case you were wondering about AI and art, now you know.